Hello, I'm Dan, and this is Dan Explains. Einstein was such a genius that even the idea he called his biggest mistake turned out to be true. It used to be thought that the universe was in a steady state. Basically, it wasn't expanding or contracting. To prevent the universe from collapsing under its own weight, Einstein came up with the idea of the cosmological constant, today believed to be caused by the mysterious dark energy, which is an idea that there's a negative force counteracting gravity. Then Edwin Hubble came along with the discovery that the universe was expanding. So Einstein threw out the idea of the cosmological constant because it wasn't needed in a non-steady universe. Well, it should have been obvious to them, even back then, that the cosmological constant was still needed. Let me explain why. Growing up in the 80s and 90s, I can recall watching a documentary on the fate of the universe on the Discovery Channel. They were interviewing top physicists at the time, including Stephen Hawking. At the end of the program, the interviewer asked Hawking how he thought the universe would end, and he said, "In a big crunch." Basically, at that time, it was thought that the universe's expansion, which, as I mentioned, was discovered by Edwin Hubble, was slowing down due to gravity, and it would eventually reverse. That was until the discovery that Einstein hadn't been wrong about the cosmological constant, that in fact, the universe's expansion was actually accelerating. So physicists then had to come up with the idea of dark energy to explain what was going on. They calculated that 70% of everything must be dark energy. There was still the thorny issue of the various tests to check the value of cosmological constant coming up with different numbers, but that's a story for a different video. Today, I'm not talking about what causes the cosmological constant. I'm just going to assume it's dark energy, which is the current popular theory. Something that Einstein, Hubble, and other physicists should have realized is gravity necessitates a cosmological constant, at least assuming the universe is a closed system. Without the cosmological constant, the universe eventually ends in a big crunch, as Stephen Hawking thought back in the 90s. The issue is the idea of the big crunch breaks the second law of thermodynamics, which says that entropy always tends to increase. If it ended in a big crunch, the universe would end up exactly how it began, but would somehow be able to do useful work. Like, create matter, form stars and planets so life like ours can exist and ponder these things. The cosmological constant ensures that entropy increases over time, so even the universe doesn't get to break its own rules and have a free lunch. Whether gravity directly causes dark energy causes gravity, or they're both there because God doesn't want us to be able to cheat with the laws of thermodynamics, we don't know. Of course, this presumes the universe is a closed system. Beyond the fact that the universe exists at all, we don't have any direct evidence that it isn't a closed system, but it could be a multiverse. However, that's a story for another video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and ding the bell to get notified when I post new videos. Also, please support me on Patreon, link in the description. The more people support me, the more time I can dedicate to making videos like this one. So, until next time, have a great week.